Hey everybody, my name is Caleb Schaefer. I am 22 years old, I live in Bismarck, North Dakota, and I have nothing going for me in my life besides the fact that I like to write and I like to watch movies. So this is a disjointed couple-minute rambling about the movie Gone Girl that I saw 16 hours ago. Okay, I like David Fincher a lot. He directed the movie. It's based on a novel by Gillian Flynn, who also wrote the screenplay, so you know it's probably going to be a faithful adaptation. The directing is great. Fincher films are always kind of like, they're critically acclaimed. They're awesome. They can be super violent and crass, and they have their own unique style and cinematography that's super stylish. And this movie is on par with some of Fincher's greatest works. In my opinion, it's almost as good as Seven, but not quite as good as Fight Club. I mean, we can jerk off about David Fincher all day, like Fight Club is great, all this stuff, but this movie is an achievement in and of itself. The acting is phenomenal. Like, you got Ben Affleck, who's like, you can tell he's kind of like, he doesn't look like a regular guy from Missouri, like kind of a Scott Peterson type guy. Acting is great, but him, believable, is just like a regular dude when he's putting on this like beefy Batman bulk, like the Bat bulk. Like, it's not super believable, but like, whatever. It's Ben Affleck. Rosamund Pike is the female lead, and she's not a big name, and she doesn't have a very common name like Rosamund Pike. Like, that's a crazy name, but she deserves all the accolades for this performance. It's like, oh my gosh, it's fantastic. She's brings this level of like what the hell is going on? Oh my gosh, like she's a sex symbol, but she's also like, I don't like this person at all, but also like you're sympathetic towards everybody in this movie, and they're all flawed characters and blah blah blah, all that stuff. But it's super entertaining to watch. The movie is like 160, 170 minutes, but like it felt like I was sitting in a theater for 2.5 hours, because I was, but I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, and you can tell like the opening sequence, it kind of goes over the town, like, you know, the regular opening shot, like, okay, here's the setting, here's where we are in the world, and it goes by like half a second too quick to where you can't really settle, your eyes can't really settle on the buildings and the streets. So you're just like, okay, like I have to start paying attention, like, and you do. There's so many subtleties, and as somebody who appreciates subtlety, it's super freaking enjoyable to watch. Okay, soundtrack. It was Trent Reznor and Atticus Rose. They teamed up again with Fincher, as they did in The Social Network, and produced a really good soundtrack for what turns out to be a psychological thriller, and not like a crime drama, because I don't want to spoil anything too bad, but what I got the movie spoiled for me before I went in, and when it got to the spoiler, I was like, oh, okay, there's still an hour and a half of movie left. And then it just kept on going crazy. Like, if this movie, the intensity was like a musical aria or whatever, fuck, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it would be like, and it would just go like that. Like, there's like ba 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 ba. There's like 3 acts, and they're all completely different, but they intertwine so perfectly. Oh, Neil Patrick Harris is in this. I don't know if you like Neil Patrick Harris, like Barney, like, what? He's in this, and he's not his character on How I Met Your Mother. He's very creepy and wonderful and understated and subtle, and his character is pivotal. But oh my gosh, he's a joy to watch. The female detective who's like, hey, Ben Affleck, you killed your wife, right? She's super great, and his counterpart, or her counterpart to him, is also great. And it's nice seeing a female detective not be like a prop or anything, and it's great to see. You got that one girl, hey, from like the Blurred Lines video, Emily Ratajkowski, the Polish American girl. I don't know, she's like my age, but you get to see her breasts again, and it's fantastic. And I'm not like, you know, it's she delivers a good performance, but her character is more of like a mannequin anyway. But it's like, oh, okay, I recognize those bosoms from something I wish I hadn't seen. And yeah, I was like, whoa, that's her. And you get so many things going, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. If you can find the time to watch it, I would absolutely recommend it. Directing, acting, soundtrack. Rosamund Pike, she's English. She's from England. All this stuff. You can kind of tell because she's playing an American, kind of a New Yorker, transplanted Missourian, and it doesn't. She kind of goes back into her English accent, but her performance, gosh, like it's fantastic. And they could have fixed some stuff like, oh, you deviate from the novel a little bit and be like, oh, they're English or something like. I don't know. I didn't read the novel. I like to watch movies based on the movie itself and not how faithful of an adaptation it was. But I mean, the author wrote the screenplay, so you're probably not. I don't feel like I was robbed of anything or like, oh, I wish I read the novel or else I wouldn't get that, because I feel like it was a great story, compressed. The ending is kind of, okay, that happened, and it's kind of unnerving with the rest of the film. Like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit! Like, what is happening? Okay, all right, and I kind of like clapped to myself. I was like, okay, I appreciate that. It kind of bookends on like a familiar scene in the beginning of the movie, so you're kind of you're left with a complete David Fincher sandwich that is just unsettling to eat. There are sex scenes. When I was watching them, I'm like, okay, these are going on for too long, and then they end, and you're like, okay, wait, it was the correct amount of length. Ooh, man. Nudity, just breasts, maybe. I don't know why I'm talking about this. You almost see Ben Affleck's dong at some point, but I don't know. I didn't really want to, but I wouldn't have. What the hell am I saying? Okay. Gone Girl, fantastic movie. I'm probably looking at it through rose-colored glasses right now because I'm still on a high from it. But it's a great, great psychological thriller. Keeps you thinking. Great to look at. 8 out of 10. All right, you guys have like a fantastic day. Until next time, good things.